Well, hello and welcome to NEWUP Weather News. Thanks for tuning in on our Sunday night forecast here. Whether you're finding us on YouTube or on the Facebook page, we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to start with the weather that we had last night, that little bit of snow, or it might have been a little bit more snow than maybe you were hoping for. We got CocoRoss here, which is the Community Collaborative Rain, Hail, and Snow Network. These are volunteer weather spotters, if you will, from around the area and actually around the country that collaborate and share data about rainfall, about snow, and about measuring hail. And this data the National Weather Service uses to help build their reports. So I've logged in, or I've zoomed in here to our region here with Northeast Wisconsin and the Western and Central Upper Peninsula. And you can see the darker blue colors indicate a little bit heavier snow. I just kind of wanted you to see where some of those darker spots were versus the lighter blues. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here and you can get a little bit more of a view here. So looking like Land O'Lakes, about 2.8, 3 inches, 2 inches near Boulder Junction, heading down, looks like around Hazelhurst, 2 inches, 2 inches just northwest of Rhinelander. And there's a pretty sharp gradient cutoff here, getting into an inch or less going down into Lincoln County, some random spots there down in Marathon County that had some snow. If we head out east here, we're in Florence, or I'm in Florence, so we got about 2/10 of an inch of snow. That sounds about right, but I can tell you that while we got less than an inch of snow here where my house is, and we're about 7 miles east of the proper town of Florence, which would be right about here, Florence itself got pretty close to 2 inches of snow last night. So you could, again, that real sharp gradient cutoff. 1.3 inches looks like that's probably around like maybe Stevenson area, just north of Stevenson. Just shy of an inch heading out towards Manistee and the Garden Peninsula out here. Heading up, of course, 2 inches around Big Bay, 2 inches around Michigami, and then heading up into the Keweenaw and western UP. Looks like we had close to 2 or a little over 2 inches in Ironwood. Not so much in Ontonagon, but probably right along the center of the Keweenaw Peninsula is probably where the heaviest snow is. So probably right through Houghton down into the Twin Lakes, Bergland, heading towards Lake Gogebic. I'd be willing to bet that's where some of the heavier snow fell. 2 inches just west of Houghton there. So you can see that that's kind of what we ended up with last night. So I'm kind of glad that I was able to get that as close as possible. I thought maybe it'd be a little bit less, just given that the temperatures, at least on the western half of our little area here, really hung on into the 40s a lot longer than I thought they would. But that's okay. I think it worked out quite nicely. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to pull up the GFS forecast here. So what we've got here, this is the GFS model, and showing you kind of what's going to be expected through the week. So here we are. This would be noon today that this model is running here. And again, cloudy skies here right now, and I'm sure where you are too. And you can see that it's going to be a relatively quiet week. Going into overnight Monday and a Tuesday, there might be some passing snow showers, especially again in these lake effect snow belts. So if you're traveling into the Upper Peninsula, you might want to keep an eye out for that, but it's not going to be anything too consequential. And I don't know if you notice here, this high pressure moving by, this is going to be ridging, creating a big ridge over our area. But what that's going to do for us is it's going to keep our temperatures pretty low. You'll see in a little bit that we're going to have some cool temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday, but that will be rewarded by the end of the week. You can notice the blue dashed line, the red dashed line, and you can tell that warmer temperatures are going to be coming in when you start seeing these red dashed lines. So as we move into Thursday and Friday, we're seeing these red dashed lines here, and I'll show you temperatures in just a little bit, but we're going to be warming back up into the upper 30s or low 40s towards the end of this coming week, which, as you can see, could possibly bring in some rain for us. And so if you followed my posts on Facebook, you saw that I said we may not have this snow that we've got for very long by the end of the week. If this rain and these warmer temperatures come to fruition with this little bit of a cold front that's going to push through here, that might put an end to that. But then behind that, cooler air is going to filter in for the end of the week. I wanted to pull up the European model as well. So that's what we've got here. And I am using a nationwide view so you can kind of see what's going on. So right now, this is where we're at today, Sunday, and you can see this this bit of a trough here, and this is what's filtering in that cold air. You probably noticed it was a lot colder today than it was yesterday, even from last night to this morning, and that cold Canadian air is filtering in. So as we move through the week, you can see here again, they're hitting on those light snow showers that might come through in the early part of the week. I wouldn't put too much stock in that, just given that the low pressure system is way north in Canada. This would be more of a lake effect snow issue. You can see these black lines here. This indicates a pressure gradient. The closer those lines are, the stronger the winds are. So seeing as these lines are pretty close together, I can understand where it would drive some of that lake effect snow in the Lake Superior snow belts. And there's that high pressure moving into Wednesday. And again, you can see as we get closer to the end of the week, we start getting into these red dash lines indicating warmer air is pushing into our area. And we are going to end the week, like I said, with temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. But this is also indicating a sort of weak cold front that's going to be coming through Friday and a Saturday. The European model, as you can see, is a little bit more aggressive with the snow and or rain that might be coming in. I think it's just all going to depend on what the temperatures are as to what we're going to get. Right now, my gut is leaning towards a mix or more rain versus snow. And again, taking us through the end of the weekend, you can see that we're going to be getting back to probably what are more seasonable temperatures. Speaking of temperatures, we take you into Monday. There we go. Get moving here. We take you into Monday. So your lows on Monday morning as you wake up tomorrow morning to head to work are probably going to be in the upper teens to mid 20s. Cooler out west and in north central Wisconsin. So if you're in Gogebic, Vilas, Oneida County, you're probably going to, in even southern Ontonagon County, you're going to see those cooler temperatures. But the further east you go, you'll see those warmer temperatures. Then we're going to move through your highs on Monday. Again, low to mid 30s, pretty common or seasonable temperatures for this time of year. Warmer as you get closer to Lake Michigan, or even if you're right on Lake Superior shoreline, you can kind of see that thin green line here and here that show that the closer you are to the lake, you're going to be a little bit warmer. Lows going into Tuesday morning, again, 20s, teens to low 20s. But temperatures are not going to rebound much on Tuesday. You're going to see that even in the midday here, this would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, temperatures really haven't come very far from where they were on the overnight Monday into Tuesday. And so as you go into your overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, you're going to see that those temperatures are really going to bottom out here. And it's probably because we're going to be looking at clear skies going into Tuesday night into Wednesday. So temperatures are really going to have an opportunity to kind of plummet here. Looks like a lot of upper teens going for, unless you're really close to the lake. So way up in the Keweenaw going towards Copper Harbor, you might stay in the 20s or right along the lakeshore, Marquette, Munising, around the Lake Michigan side here too. So Escanaba down to Marinette and Oconto. You might stay in the 20s, but if you're interior, pretty much, Dickinson, Forest, Florence, Iron, anyone in this area, you're going to be in the teens for the lows going into Wednesday. Temperatures rebound a little bit going into Wednesday. So again, low 30s, maybe some mid 30s the closer you get to Green Bay, but most of us in the northeast, north central part of Wisconsin and the western and central upper Michigan are going to be dealing with those low to mid 30s. Temperatures don't bottom out too much on Thursday, and you'll see here now as we go into Thursday, these are where the temperatures start to shape up pretty nice. So upper 30s to low 40s. Closer you are to water, you're going to see those 40s be a little bit more predominant, but for most of us, you can expect those upper 30s, low 40s. Temperatures really don't drop that much going into Friday, or at least into the overnight, and then Friday they maintain sort of the same kind of thing here. But then you can see right here, this line coming through, those are going to be those cooler temperatures coming in with that weak cold front. And that is what might bring us that rain-snow mix going into the weekend and is going to bring temperatures back into a more seasonable low to mid 30s on Saturday, and then Sunday, probably looking at the same thing, low to mid 30s. Further south you go, you might find some nicer temperatures, but up here, you're going to be seeing those lower temperatures. So I want to go ahead and take you to my forecast here. So Monday, expect partly to mostly cloudy skies with temperatures, again, low to mid 30s. And those lows are going to be in the 20s. Coolest out west, same thing on Tuesday. Also expect Tuesday and Wednesday to be a little bit breezy. Temperatures in the 20s on Tuesday. It's going to be our coldest day. And then Tuesday night and Wednesday will be our coldest night of the week, with temperatures dipping down possibly into the low teens, especially in those western interior portions of upper Michigan. Wednesday, partly to mostly cloudy with the lows again, or the highs, excuse me, in the lower mid 30s. But then you can see as we go through the end of the week, the temperatures rebound quite nicely. Expect partly cloudy skies on Thursday with mid to upper 30s. Friday will be one of our warmer days, and again, calling for that possible rain snow mix in the evening going into Saturday. Mid to upper 30s, possibly hitting 40 in some spots. Saturday, more clouds than sun. You're going to be seeing again low to mid 30s. And then Sunday, the temperatures will bottom out again. You're going to hit your high temperatures on Sunday, probably by about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And then temperatures are going to bottom out throughout the rest of Sunday, where you'll probably end up in the 20s. So that is the forecast for this coming week. And I just kind of want to give you a little bit of a long range view as we bring this video to a close. This is the CFS, the climate forecasting system model. This is the longest range model that I have access to. And it's a pretty, it gives you at least the general idea of what's going to be happening. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you can kind of see what's happening here throughout the country. So we're going to go through our week. And again, you can see those passing showers on Tuesday, high pressure dominating over the week. There's your possibility. And you can see this is not real refined. It's just giving you the idea of like, oh, we might have rain snow mix on Friday into Saturday. That's what we're getting at here. But why I wanted to pull this up was to take you through to Christmas, or at least getting closer to Christmas. So this is the week leading up to that. And you can see that maybe in southern Wisconsin, we might have a little bit of something week after next. But things are going to be relatively quiet for all of us, and this is Christmas Day right here. So while temperatures might be seasonal, 30s, we're not going to be seeing any meaningful snows, or at least according to this model, between now and Christmas. I don't put a lot of faith into long-range models, but I just wanted to show you that if you're pulling for a white Christmas, we might have a problem with that, especially in our southern counties. There's snow out there right now, but if you're looking for that proper couple inches of snow, white Christmas, we might come a little bit short of that this season, just given the way the El Nino pattern is working. It's pushing that slightly warmer air into our area. We're seeing more rain. We're seeing less snow. I don't put a lot of faith in long-range models. I can keep showing you more, but really once you get out past 10 days, it's pretty ridiculous. So this is what we're going to be looking at for up to this week. And then if you want a little sneak peek into Christmas, that's what we've got there for you too. So as this video went a little bit longer than I thought it would already, so I'm going to cut it off here. But thanks so much for tuning in. And I'm hoping I'd like to be able to do something like this every Sunday where I can give you the week ahead forecast. And if we notice anything big on the horizon, I'll be sure to let you know. But really, this coming week, it's going to be a pretty quiet week. Cooler in the front part of the week, warmer in the second half of the week, and maybe some chances for some scattered snow showers Tuesday into Wednesday, and then some scattered mix Friday into Saturday. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below if you would. It certainly helps this channel. And if you can find me on Facebook, or if you found me on Facebook, please make sure to follow us on there. And I will do my best to keep you up to date with all kinds of fun weather stuff. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a great week, and we will chat at you soon.